Okay, you guys, here is my room. Starting off, here we have my Batman 1989 cowl from McFarlane. I wish you could put it on, but they molded it on the bottom, so you can't really put your head in it, which sucks, but it is a great display piece. Here we have my Mandalorian poster. Here we have one cabinet. This one does light up. That one, the light broke. I don't have lights for this one yet. So here we have my Captain Rex Black Series helmet from Hasbro. Just got this one a couple months ago. Love all the detail, and I do love this little effect with lights and sounds. I love that. So cool. Here we have a canvas of Darth Vader, which does light up, and a giant T-Rex with lightning effects in the back. These both light up. I got these both at Hobby Lobby, and they're pretty cool display pieces. Here we have my Hammond collection. Here we have a Giganotosaurus. We have Owen, Delta, the Ghost Raptor. We have two other ones in the back that I don't know what those little guys are called. We got a Allosaurus, Triceratops, Therizinosaurus, Carnotaurus, and I forgot what that's called. Anyway, these figures only last about 6 months at Target. That's the only place you can actually find it, well, besides Amazon. And then they sell out, and then on the secondary market, they go up for a lot of money. So if you guys find these in stores, don't miss out on these. You guys got to pick these up. They're great figures. Here we have my No Way Home Green Goblin. Here we have my giant Gamerverse Venom figure. This figure is absolutely huge. It's about 10 inches, I think. Here we have my ZD Toys Iron Man figures. This one does light up. I got a light connecting over there, plugged down there, so it stays on all the time. These figures are really great. Highly recommend getting them. Here we have my Transformer collection. Here we have a lot of different Transformer figures. Some of them are from Rise of the Beast. Some of them are, I think actually most of these are from the Bumblebee movie. Actually, you know what? I think all of these are actually from the Bumblebee movie. Here we have Dropkick, Frenzy, Rumble, Ravage, Soundwave, Megatron, Thundercracker. Oh, wait, no, that's Thundercracker. That's Skywarp, Blitzwing, Starscream, Shockwave. A lot of these figures are painted. I like to customize my figures a lot, so they do have a lot of weathering on them. Here we have some Terracons. We got Novocaine, Freezer, Battle Trap. A lot of these figures actually have some custom parts. These are 3D printed. This is a custom chain piece. Back there is my only original G1 figure. That is Cyclonus from the Transformers 1986 movie. Here we have one of my only Bayverse figures. This is the newly released Nemesis Prime. Back there we got a custom Scourge figure, which has a upgrade kit on him, and he has a custom 3D printed head, which does light up. Here we have my second figure from the last night. This is Mohawk. Here we have Scorponok. Here we have Cheetor, Bumblebee, one of the best Bumblebee figures ever released. Here we have a Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. This is not from Hasbro, actually. This is a re-release from a third party that upgraded it a lot. They made it a bigger, and they also added some metal parts and just fixed the proportions out. Here we have Mirage, RC, Optimus Primal. We also got Wheeljack, and little tiny Noah Diaz in his exosuit. We have my Clone Wars selection. Here we have a Commando Droid, the Bandai General Grievous model kit, which is one of their best model kits. Such a great figure. Here we have a blue metallic Magna Guard. I wasn't able to get the Clone Wars version, but I actually do prefer this version. Here we have another Bandai model kit, which is a custom spray painted Clone Trooper. I did this one myself, actually. It was really cool. I just had so much fun doing that one. Here we have an ARC Trooper 5 figure. Just picked it up a couple weeks ago at GameStop. Here we have one of the best Black Series of all time, Captain Rex. Here we have a regular Black Series figure with some 3D printed parts on there that I spray painted and glued on. Here we have my Star Wars collection, or well, actually, the rest of my Star Wars collection. Here is my Imperial figures. We got a Praetorian Guard, a Bandai model kit with another custom. I have a lot of customs here. It is a kind of like, I guess, a Sand Trooper, or just, I don't know, I gave him like a bunch of different stuff. I don't even know what he is. And here we have a Darth Vader, Bandai Death Trooper. Here we have a Dark Trooper. A lot of stuff here is in black. Here we have Paz Vizsla, Bandai model kits, Mandalorian with a chrome armor. This is not the chrome armor figure that they did release. This is actually the original, but I had added a chrome marker onto this, so it's a little bit different, but because I wasn't able to get the new release, so that is the original. Here we have Grogu's little pram. Here we have IG-11. Back there we got a Boba Fett figure. That is not the Boba Fett model kit from the Book of Boba Fett. That is actually the original Boba Fett model kit from Bandai that I customized and painted, because I think they didn't come out with the model kit until a year later. So that is the original. But I think I did a pretty good job. A lot of the cloth pieces here that you see, a lot of these are actually from my old shirt, which is actually, I think, a pretty cool thing. Here we have my NECA Donatello from 2012. These are pretty hard to get right now. And my Michelangelo. Still got to get the rest of the team. Here's starting to get very Lego. Here is my T-Rex Breakout set. This is a pretty rare set. This is about 4 years old, I think. Here is my Speed Champions collection. Here we have Vin Diesel in his Dodge Challenger. Here we have James Bond in his Aston Martin. Here we have a Speed Champions I think it's an F1 set. A friend gave this to me for Christmas, and it is a really cool little set. Here we have a custom Batmobile that I designed myself. Here we have one of the best Lego cars of all time, the DeLorean. I love this set. Such a great set. And back there we got a tiny little shark. I don't know why it's there, but I just leave it there. Here we have some Back to the Future minifigures. We have my Indiana Jones collection, starting with the Temple of the Golden Idol. I really wish they made more of these, but they only made 3, but I managed to get all 3 of them. Here we have the Ark of the Covenant set, and I forgot what this is called, but anyway, that's the other set. Okay, moving on. Here we have my Darth Vader helmet, which does come apart in 3 pieces. You got the red lenses, and it makes a bunch of sound effects. I'm not going to take it off the wall, but here is one little button. Pretty cool. And here we got my Batman 1989 figure. This one is from a company called, I actually forgot what it's called. Oh, now I remember. It's called Beast Kingdom. This figure is like, I think 9-10 inches. It's pretty big, but it is really cool. It's very accurate. I love the face. Really nailed the Michael Keaton likeness on this one. Here's my stop motion setup. We got my tripod, a bunch of stuff in the back, my chair. And here is my little set that I'm animating with right now. Got some rocks right here and then a background. My lighting setup here. Here we have a Last Night Barricade, newly released figure. I'm animating this right now. And here, I don't know why this is here, but this is a Marvel Legends Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, which is not a great figure, but that's the only one I got. Here we have a Darth Revan helmet. This is actually the Jedi Revan helmet that recently came out at GameStop, but I didn't like it, so I changed it and turned it into Darth Revan. So I painted the face, the helmet, and I also got a custom cloth piece, so he's just hanging here looking all badass. And here is the rest of my Hammond collection. Got the beautiful Spinosaurus. This is like the best Hammond collection of all time. Back there we got, I guess, like the original prototype for the Hammond collection, the Indoraptor. And here we got Blue. We got 2 Tiger Raptors. We got an Ankylosaurus. I don't know what that is. I think Dimetrodon, Pyroraptor, and a baby Triceratops, and Rexy. The original Hammond collection figures. And here is my Lego Clone Wars setup. By the way, if you're wondering what that is down there, that is a set for a video I'm working on also, but it got destroyed, so I have to rebuild it. Alright, here we got an ATTE, which is customized. I added a lot of paneling onto it. I just like to panel things off a little bit. I don't really like adding too much, I don't like the kibble from Lego, so I like to just tile it off. Here we have I forgot what this is called, but it's a Clone Wars tank. Here we have an ARC 170 with a customized wing setup and engines, which I do think looks a lot better. Here we have a Bad Batch shuttle. We got two tiny little ATRTs, another tank. This one is customized. That's the original. Here we have a clone gunship. This is actually the Coruscant Guard gunship, but I just retiled it, customized a lot of it actually, the door system and the gun, just added a stand and a lot of cool things. We have two little bark speeders. We also got another one in the back, if you can see it right there. Here we have, I don't know why this is here in the Separatist collection, but this is where I leave it. This is my custom spider droid from Mandalorian Season 3. I know the show sucks, but this was actually a great set. Here we have a droid gunship. This is another customized set. And here we have two little spider droids, Lego's favorite thing. They always make a bunch of these, I don't know why. Here is my giant spider droid. Actually, yeah, this is the regular spider droid. These are dwarf spider droids, my mistake. We have a tiny little crab droid. Here we have the Invisible Hand model. Back there, General Grievous's Starship, one of, like, a very expensive set. When that came out, I think it was like $80, ridiculous price. We have three little stab speeders, two Separatist tanks, and a Droideka model. These are actually my custom Droidekas that I built. One is closed up, one isn't. We have the Spider-Man Final Battle set. I actually have a lot of figures I added. I have a custom Doc Ock, 3D printed Green Goblin. In the back there, a Vulture, bunch of Spider-Man. And here we have a tiny little Wally set. I built that when I was little. I just leave it here. Here we have my Iron Man armory. I have some Sentry droids. I have a bunch of Iron Man suits. I think I have about at least like 10. We got War Machine, Hulkbuster. I forgot which one, but I was like the prototype Hulkbuster. And let's see what else we got here. Alright, here is another clone helmet that I have. This one I bought, I think the 501st helmet that they did come out with. That one was hard to find, so this is the plain white version that I spray painted with blue spray paint, sanded it down, painted it up, and actually I love it. I was actually going to get rid of it when I was going to buy the Captain Rex one, but I just put so much love into it that I just decided to keep it. And it does have a voice changer and sound effects, but you guys already know the voice changer sucks, but still a great helmet. We have a Back to the Future poster. Here is another set that I made. This is a piece of poster board that I glued dirt onto it and then got these trees and stuck them in there. Then here we got a bunch of just boxes. Here we have a little Michael Jackson collection. Michael Jackson is my favorite artist, so I got the Bad album. I also got, let's see what else. Dangerous. I got Thriller down here. And I have Michael's first album, or at least the first solo album, Off the Wall. Still got to get more of them. I really want to get the Invincible album. That's one of my favorites. Hopefully they come out with a special 25th anniversary Invincible album this year. That would be great. Here we have my NECA section. Here we got Terminator 2, Arnold on his bike. This is a bike that I bought. I think it was a Hot Wheels set. But it was great to scale with Arnold. Here we have the T-1000 in his motorcycle cop form. Here we have the Fugitive Predator. I know the movie sucks, but I do love the design. And it does light up. And here we have the Alien Romulus alien figure. I do love this design a lot, going back to the original. Here we have a RoboCop vs. Terminator comic version of it. I do love the minigun. Here we have I think it's called the Lost Predator. It does light up too, actually, if I can reach. Yeah, it does light up. And here we have the Jungle Predator in his camo form with transparent plastic, which is very delicate. Here we have I forgot what this is called, actually. I think it's a Hiya Toys Godzilla. Here we have my McFarlane Superman. I love Christopher Reeve a lot, so when I got this figure, found it at Walmart, I had to get it. Another custom, that's a ZD Toys Wolverine. We got a Bandai Bruce Lee. And we got Thor in the back, another Bandai figure. And we got a custom Deadpool, also ZD Toys. Here we have a Master Chief from Juarez. Up here we have an Iron Man helmet. This one does open up, but I'm not going to do it right now. But I do have some videos on YouTube about it, so you guys can just go right to search. You'll probably find one or two of them. Here we have a lightsaber, which I do have a blade for, but I'm not going to turn it on right now. But it is very realistic. Very cool display piece. And we also got a Master Chief helmet. Here is one of my favorite figures. This is a Clint Eastwood figure. This is not from Hot Toys. This is from a company called Redman Toys. I do think they did a very good job on that face. I mean, it just looks so well done. I mean, look at that. And I made a tiny little cigar for him out of a toothpick. And yeah, it's a great figure. And this stand I made myself. Just got some wood, spray painted, glued some stuff onto it, made a little grave. And here we have a Knight Rider model of Kits, which does light up too. And here we have one of the best Black Series helmets, the Boba Fett helmet. I love that one very much. And here is my original trilogy collection. Here we have Darth Vader's castle from Rogue One. Great set. Here we have the Executor Superstar Destroyer. Here we have 2 little speeder bikes and the Emperor's Throne Room diorama set. We have the Inquisitor's Scythe, 2 other speeders. This is actually a set from Rise of Skywalker, but I do like it, so I kept that. That's the only set I have. I do not like the new movies. They suck, but I do like that set. We have a TIE Interceptor. This is actually a alternate build of the TIE Fighter that came out in 2018, I think, or 2020. We have a Imperial Marauder. Here we have an AT-ST, also from Rogue One. Here we have another great set. This is the Boba Fett Slave One from the 20th anniversary wave. Here we have my Ahsoka collection. Here we have a T6 Jedi Shuttle. And here we have the Duel on Peridia. I was just able to get these 2 sets before they retired this year. And I still think they're actually on pretty good prices. So if you guys don't have these yet, you guys can probably find them on eBay somewhere. Here we have my Boba Fett's Palace. I actually, this top is actually from the original Jabba's Palace, because I did have the original, but I bought the new one too. So here there's a lot of faces in here. Got Zuckuss, and there's a little droid friend in the back. Got some customs here. We have, let's see what we got. Quarren, Boba Fett. We got, I forgot what her name is. Fennec Shand. Here we got this is a really cool figure actually. This is a custom 3D printed Embo, which I love very much. Here we got the fat version of Bib Fortuna. And then we got Greedo being greedy in the back. And we got a lot of Gamorrean guards. We got about 3 of them here. And some speeder bikes. This is from the Mandalorian. This one's from the Bad Batch attack shuttle. And here we have another retired set. This one went up in price like crazy actually. This set really should have been up longer, but this is I'm losing my mind here. This is the Sarlacc Pit Desert Skiff set. Up here we got, Boba Fett, Han Solo, Chewbacca, Luke, everything. And back there is some Tusken Raider stuff. And here is a Tantive 4 hallway set. These are 2 of them, but I built one mirrored so you can connect them. Here we got the best Lego set of all time, Luke's Land Speeder. Probably the most Lego Star Wars set ever made. There's so many of these they make. They make at least one every 2 years. Here we have a Luke Skywalker X-Wing. Here we have another set from Rise of Skywalker. I don't know why I have this, but I do. Anyway, let me show you guys one last thing, my Lego minifigure collection, because I do have definitely more than those little ones. Okay, have to get out for this one. Oh, and here's one more mask I have. Here is my Spider-Man mask, which looks very good. Here we have my Michael Jackson glove that I got in Vegas when I saw the Michael Jackson 1 show. I don't even know why they call it that, because he wasn't even in the show. I call it Michael Jackson None, which I think is definitely a better name for it. Okay, here we have, try to turn up some light over here. Give me a second. All right, there we go. Okay, here we have my Lego minifigure collection. Here we have a bunch of Separatists. We got a custom General Grievous, some Magna Guards, tactical droids, Jedi, some clone troopers. We got some CAC customs like this one right here. Some 501st. We got the Bad Batch, the new Plo Koon figure, Jedi. A lot of 501st, some 212th. Got some snow troopers. Here we got a bunch of Inquisitors. We got Morak, Third Sister with a 3D printed head, Grand Inquisitor. Got Moff Gideon, fifth brother, I think the ninth brother that Ahsoka killed so easily in the show. And here we got some Lego Praetorian Guards. We got the Inferno Squad, like a knight, I forgot what this is called. Got some Stormtroopers, some Moff Gideons, I forgot what they were called. And got a little bit of Mauls. Actually, we don't have any Super Commandos yet, but like, wait, here we have one right here. And we got a little not Paz Vizsla. That is Gar Saxon. And some other Imperials. These are some other customs. And we got some more Jedi. And a bunch of Wookiees. I know I have so many. Here we have my Mandalorians. A lot of Mandalorians. Here we got some Marvel figures. We got some Lone Ranger figures, which I don't know why I have those, but they're there. And we have some custom World War II figures. And here, just a bunch of spare pieces. And my 20th anniversary collection, which I am missing 2 figures still. I still got to get Lando and Obi-Wan. And Nia Nub, which I do love this figure a lot. And this is where I store all of my Lego pieces all organized. That's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.